Hey, everybody. If it's a few minutes past 11 o'clock and I'm fixing my collar on 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, you already know what time it is. It's time for me, your boy, The Club with Lucas Avram here at RCE 106.9 Studios. But alas, I am not alone, for the creators and part of the cast of Pijamas Verdes is here joining me in the studio. We're going to get to them in just a second. We've got a round of queens here. Una ronda de reinas aquí. And we're going to do a little bit of Catalish, maybe some Spatalish today, because this is how we roll up in English radio in Catalonia, Spain. But everybody, of course, we're also going to be serving up the news and clues that you can use because that's what we do here every day. Now, not every day, but every Tuesday. And then, of course, I also want to be making mention that Pijamas Verdes is going to be premiering this Friday Thursday evening at Aquitania or Aquitania? Aquitania way. Aquitania Theatre, aquí en Sarria, not too far from here. So remember, you can get those tickets as well. So you need to get online because everything that we'll be putting up in our social media throughout the week is going to be connecting, and next week as well, because you're running for 2 weekends, I believe.
Perfect. Correct.
We'll be connecting to them so you can get your tickets as well. Now, of course, everybody, we've got a lot of news and stuff to get to as well because nothing ever happens in this beautiful world we live in. But let's talk about something else. We're going to serve up a little bit of music as well because, well, if anybody's following me, and I know you are, at least 1,000 of you, I went on a major kick of 80s, 90s alternative rock music. So we're going to hear a little bit of that today. But we're going to start off with a little bit of something that's just a little bit gay. Just a little bit. And before we do that, though, before we get to the gaydom, I want you to follow me, your boy, at The Club with Lucas on Instagram. You can all pick that up right now if you want to. Or The Club W Lucas, while Elon Musk, that piece of South African crap, has a new CEO at Twitter. We'll see how long I stay on Twitter. But that's another thing. Remember, you can also catch the jams live on 106.9 FM and rce.cat. Here in Catalonia and all over the world if it's rce.cat. All right, but here we go, y'all. Padam. I don't know if anybody's heard the new Kylie Minogue track, but she dropped a track over on Friday, and it's 2.5 minutes. Now, it's called Padam, which is also an indicator of the sound of the heart, but in India, it's also an intro track to music. Like when you're segueing between songs, a Padam is a short dance song. And it's to represent the heart, the beating of the heart, but this is also a 2-minute song that Kylie Minogue has released. It's a 2-minute song which goes back to India. You can hear the beats. Remember, follow us live on rce.cat and on YouTube at 106.9 RCE. We'll be right back, kids, in 2.5 minutes.
I'll be in your head all weekend. Shivers and butterflies. I got the shivers when I look into your eyes. And I can tell that you're all in, 'cause I can hear your heart beating. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I hear it and I know. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I know you wanna take me home. Ba-dum, and get to know me close. Ba-dum, ba-dum. When your heart goes ba-dum, ba-dum. I hear it and I know. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I know you wanna take me home. Ba-dum, and take off all my clothes. Ba-dum, ba-dum. When your heart
Padam, padam. Carmex, kids, it really helps. Okay, I didn't show you that. They're not paying for this. Now, so last week we spoke about this is a little bit of news. This is the clues for you to use here in Catalonia and Spain and learn a little bit about what's happening on the news because as we were sleeping, we were speaking, in fact, before we get to as we were sleeping, last week we spoke about the non-falling of Bakhmut, which is this region, that's contested region between the hands of the Russians and the Ukrainians. And we were joking that maybe they were going to Russia, maybe they're going to Ukraine. Well, apparently we're still in similar grounds where both sides are claiming, no, Bakhmut has not fallen. But what we do know has fallen is the majority of the town. And there's really what we're seeing from the aerial shots is that there's nothing that's very strategic anymore for either side. So that's a damn shame. Of course, what happened last night is that the retaliating forces of Ukraine have utilized new high-tech weaponry that was recently received by the United States. We only want to help. And the European Union forces. Overnight, it was claimed that these drone strikes exploded in the border region of Belgorod. With statistics still in limbo, we're not sure. Everything's in purgatory right now about how many people saying. We know that the damage has included some edifices and some homes as well, but they're declaring so far that they have not found any deaths. This, of course, indicates an escalation in the fighting and much more in that in the weeks to come because, yeah, this is going to continue for at least another year. I'm going to predict that. Here at home, we have the Barcelona elections gearing up. Everybody's excited. Elections. But you know what's going to happen, y'all. But you know what's going to happen.
Nothing is gonna happen.
She's going to win again. And here's the thing. So I live in Upper Diagonal area. And I'm walking through the hood with mi raza. I'm kidding. I'm the only Mexican Jew in the hood, let me tell you. And the only queen in the village. But, and I start seeing these signs that una vota por, socialistas catalanes es una vota por Colau. And this is where, in the United States, from whence I hail, we really only have two strategic parties. We have the Republican, conservative, extreme right, and we have the center and mostly left Democrats. Okay. And we always bitch, a lot of us bitch about the fact that we don't have more powerful political parties. But then when we bring it to local elections in Europe, the coalition of the little parties often f everything up. And they don't make baby Jesus happy. No, they don't. Baby Jesus is not happy. And so I really feel that while I don't really know many people who are supporting Lady Colau, I do have a feeling that she's going to win again. So we shall see what happens. Right now, and I'm supposed to go up to the latest updates as of this morning. Right now, it is a neck-and-neck tie, empate, between the Barcelona en Comú at just over 20%, and with Partido Socialista Catalanes at just under 21%. So it's barely, not even 1% difference. Right behind them is the right now defunct, because they're not really serving so much in our Catalan government, Junts pel Cat at 19.7%, then Esquerra at 14, which is severely fallen. PP has risen to 7.4, Vox has risen to 5.2. Why did Jesus let this happen? CUP at 3.2, and Ciudadanos is hanging in there like that cat in that poster, with 2.1%. So it really is going to be a tie. And there's going to be a coalition of some sort. So that's what's going to happen. Next week, we will definitely be talking about this, certainly in the weeks to come. Yeah, that's over. Voting takes place Sunday. Remember, if you are out of town, you can also vote by mail. This is a new thing here in Spain and in Catalonia. So get your stuff in if you can vote by mail. Remember, it's your right. If you don't, you're letting the Russians win. Okay, now I'm kidding. But let's go back to something else here, because the U.S. Virgin Islands has subpoenaed Elon Musk. requesting documentation from the billionaire for the government's lawsuit. Now, this is the U.S. Virgin Islands, i.e., U.S. government lawsuit, alleging that J.P. Morgan Chase was benefiting financially from Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operations, and that meant Elon Musk was benefiting from that too. The petition to serve the subpoena does not implicate that Musk was actually doing chooky with young girls or anything. But he was. Allegedly, maybe, I don't know. But as a high worth net individual, Epstein had many introductions with him to J.P. Morgan Chase. The Southern District of New York is posting that Monday the Virgin Islands government will be speaking with Elon Musk in his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Something else that was released last night as we were all waking up. You know, of course, the idea is that Epstein was found dead in his Brooklyn house. Shout out to my people in his Brooklyn jail cell because the two black protectors were asleep. Let us not forget this was under the reigning of the Attorney General Bill Barr, whose father, Donald Barr, got Jeffrey Epstein his first job ever 50 years earlier in New York at a private Dalton school. But that's another story. Bitch. Don't trust people named Donald. That's all I'm saying. Except Donald Duck. Now, all of this indicates that there was also, this was released last night, all of this indicates that there has been financial threats to Bill Gates because apparently there was a discovery that Epstein hooked him up with a young Russian lover. So this is another thing that is becoming, and this is why Bill Gates' wife divorced him. Anyway, update. We also know that last week we reported here that Donald Trump was found guilty of sexual harassment, abuse, and defamation. And overnight, again, another report has come out that author and columnist E. Jean Carroll, my bitch, is going back to court demanding very substantial additional damages because the day after he was found guilty and declared to pay $5.1 million to her for sexually harassing and defaming her, he went on CNN like a dumb schmuck and defamed her again, saying she was a whack job, calling her una loca, and I know nothing of this woman. I've never met her. So again, defaming her, which is completely against the case he just lost. So now they're bringing him back and amending the lawsuit to seek an additional $10 million in compensatory damages. We shall see how that continues. And Lord mercy. All right, there's a little bit something else I want to get to. No, that's it. Woo! Lord. Okay. Well, you know, CNN, the right wing, what are you going to do? Let's get to a little bit of music because in just a little bit, when we get to the interview, we're also going to be hearing some music from the play because the cast has their own soundtrack on Spotify at Pijamas Verdes. So you can also check that out right now. We're going to be playing a song that is very quintessential for anybody who serves in the medical industry, which is what we're going to talk about. Now, over the weekend as well, one of my favorite bands, and certainly my favorite Brit-pop band of the 90s, Blur, is releasing a new album. Yeah, I know, I got a little moist down there too. And this song is called The Narcissist. Now, I know that word seems to be floating around a lot because men, but this song is actually a very interesting song. And remember, you can catch the Gems live all over Catalonia on 106.9 FM and all over the world on rce.cat. And we'll be right back in 4 minutes as we listen to Damon Albarn and the boys, The Narcissist.
Looked in the mirror, so many people standing there. I walked towards them, into the floodlights. I heard no echo, there was distortion everywhere. I felt my ego, I felt Roberto standing there. Found my transcendence, it played in mono painted blue. You were the hero, I was the dark room. exhausted. The service station on the road. I took the acid under the white horses. My heart it quicker. I could not tear myself away. Became addiction. If you see darkness, look away. I'ma shine a light in your eyes. You probably shine it back on me, but I won't fall. This time, with Godspeed, I'll heed the signs. Oh, glorious world. Oh, poet away, valleys gone wild. Connect us to love and keep us peaceful for a while. I'ma shine a light in your eye. You probably shine it back on me, but I won't fall. This time, with Godspeed, I heed the sign. I'ma shine a light in your eye. You probably shine it back on me, but I won't fall. This time, with Godspeed, I'll heed the signs. I won't fall. This time, with Godspeed, I'll heed the signs.
This Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, everybody. Okay, we're not going to sing that. That was Blur. Yeah, they're back. But you know what? We're back. And I am surrounded by the beautiful ladies and cast and producing all kinds of people that are joining us from Pijamas Verdes, which is going to be premiering this Thursday at Aquitania Teatro in Sarria. And so I want to thank everybody for being here. I've got Albania Aranda right here. I've got Lady I right here and Lady J right there. But everybody, would you please introduce and pronounce, tell us where you are from. De donde venís? De donde venís? De on vinguis? How do we say that?
Don
De
Vaniu.
on venís, exactamente. Perdona, disculpa. But where would you like, introduce yourselves, please, to my beautiful audience. Who are you?
Please, Albania, start.
Por favor.
català està bé?
I tant que sí, but
Val.
close to the mic,
Yeah.
love.
Hola, què tal?
Com anem?
Doncs em dic Albenia Aranda i ara visc a Barcelona, sóc de Lloret de Mar, Costa Brava, i res, això, i sóc actriu i per sort doncs ara estic amb aquest equip meravellós doncs fent Pijamas Verdes, que reestrenem en breus.
Gràcies per estar aquí, de veritat. Volies escapar del llorero, que és per això que estàs aquí?
No, ja...
Tantas guiris! No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. If you had guns en Lloret de Mar... No, és broma.
No,
Welcome.
però és
Thank you,
veritat.
Thank you so much. No, tengo unas damas de Veïda que me encanta. Ellas, Lloret.
No,
Thank you for
Lloret.
being here. Gracias por estar aquí, de verdad. Thank you. Madam,
I'm going to try in English, but
Give it
maybe
to me.
I do a mixture of English and Catalan. I don't
love
know.
it. I love it.
Well, I'm actress, I'm journalist also, and I'm CEO from La Entusiasta, which is a new production company, theater and
Exactly.
cinema. And our first project is Pijamas Verdes. We're so enthusiastic with this project.
That's a good call.
So now we are on Thursday we are reestrenando.
Re-premiering?
Re-premiering.
That's what I thought I read. So this premiered elsewhere Is that correct?
The premiere was on September last year, and
Okay.
it really was a success.
Hell yeah. In the same
So-
theater or a
In the
different
same theater.
Okay.
yeah.
So you already have the energy of the theater
Yeah.
with you, which is very important. I also am an actor. And when you have that energy, it's really
Yeah.
important. Do you feed off of the vibrations of the people? ¿Vas alimentando de las vibraciones de la gente?
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not just
course.
me. I'm not the only weird one. Lady J, please.
Good morning. I'm
Good
trying
morning,
to speak in English as well, but I have to improve it. So I prefer speaking Catalan.
As you wish. Well, you can do as you wish. But you're doing excellent right now.
Thank you.
Excellent.
The fault is for my teacher. I think.
The fault, no. The blessing is for
Oh,
her.
yeah, you're right.
Nothing to do
You're
with
right.
that. But where are you from, Madam Judy? Where are you coming from?
Doncs jo vinc de Barcelona, soc nascuda a Barcelona, soc de Barcelona, i soc actriu també, i vaig tenir la sort de trobar-me amb la Issa, que és la meva sòcia, l'entusiasta, i a partir d'aquí vam començar diferents situacions i projectes, i a poc i això, poquet a poquet, anem fent cosetes de les nostres, no? Amb molt d'entusiasme, com dèieu, i amb molta energia, no? Ara estem, com deies, amb Pijamas Verdes, que tenim la sort de comptar amb dos actors fantàstics, com és l'Àngel Gàvila i l'Albeni Aranda, que és una bèstia parda a l'escenari, o sigui, ho haig de dir perquè no us ho podeu perdre. És meravellosa.
And I'm going to do a little bit of translation for that. So Lady Judy does hail from here. She's from Barcelona as well and was born and raised here, loves. And but she likes to escape from time to time. And but she's also saying that we have a powerhouse of an actress here. But one of the other things that here, and I'm going to hold out this, you see that she's an angel. See, she's an angel. But what's interesting is that he's actually named Angel. This handsome brother right here is not only the main male protagonist of the show, but he's also the writer and an actual doctor of the show. And he wanted to join us today, but over the weekend it became clear that he was going to have to work. So then, of course, we gave him the number to the studio to call in, and guess what? He's a doctor saving lives, literally as we are speaking. So he is unfortunately cannot call in. His name is Angel Gavila. What prompt or what pushed Pijamas Verdes to be created? Do you know? Like, Isa,
Yeah.
what would you say? Like, what was his inspiration besides being in the situation?
Well, actually being in the situation.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
No, he explains his own experience, especially after the MIR exam, which is very tough exam, and then they start the residence period, and they have to be like, it's like 2-3 years that they are like actually like doctors, but they don't have that experience as a good doctor. I mean, a professional doctor. So this is very, for them, it's very, they struggle a lot. And this is the experience of Angel. It's a true story, but of course, it's a true story, but it has some fiction.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a mixture of true story and fiction, and the story of other mates of him. And there are lots of topics
yeah.
that come in well, that are inside this
Pandemic, by
script.
example?
The pandemic, it's not like centered in the pandemic, but of course many the crisis, the sanitaria crisis sanitaria.
Health crisis, yeah.
And many other topics, like for example the old people dying in hospitals, so that
Alone too.
alone. So this was inside the pandemic period, and also the homosexuality. There are lots of different topics that at least it's a comedy, but we talk about many important issues. And
Would you call us a dog comedy?
A dark comedy.
Is it a dark comedy?
A
Like-
dark. I thought
dark.
dog from
Oh, no, no,
doctor.
no,
So
no, no,
dog
no, no.
comedy is like it's a cool concept. I mean, dog
A
comedy.
dark comedy?
No, it's not dark
No.
comedy.
Okay,
No, not
all
at all.
right.
It's a musical comedy.
Exactly.
But we like to speak like sin filters, non-filter,
Without a filter. Amen.
and it's very interesting, really.
It's very important to speak without a filter. I always have a filter on. I mean, you know how I am. All right. Lady Albany, is it easy? ¿Está fácil para entrar en el món de un caràcter? Como
No.
aquesta nena
Ah,
aquí.
o sigui, si és entrar en el personatge.
Entre el personatge, exactament.
Doncs, aviam, sí que és cert que sempre sóc una actriu bastant enfocada a la comèdia, o sigui... Sí,
Per què?
Perquè m'agrada molt la comèdia.
Amen.
I vaja, que sempre els personatges que he anat fent són bastant còmics, però sí que és cert que bueno, ha estat complexa doncs, explorar altres punts, no? Perquè, per exemple, a la foto aquesta faig d'un personatge, no sé si es pot dir què és, soc la consciència de l'Àngel. Llavors, doncs, és una mica, com li agrada molt a l'Àngel també dir, com el geni de la llàntia, el genio de la làmpara de Aladdin, i va canviant tota l'estona, tal, i després faig altres personatges, crec que faig un total de 5 o 6 personatges. I llavors doncs, hi ha els personatges que són més grisos, altres que tenen més color, i això, però una mica de tastet de diferents registres actorals. Llavors, doncs, bueno, ha estat molt intens, però la veritat que molt divertit i m'encanta fer aquesta obra.
Doncs molts canvis de roba, no?
No,
No?
o sigui, vaig amb l'americana aquesta, quan soc consciència, i després me la trec i canvi de bates.
I love it. No, this month we have done 3 theater interviews. Yeah, so there's a lot of theater that's happening. It's the spring is perfect for this. And I'm just really happy we're doing this.
Yeah, and we really need help because people must go to theater.
Exactly. And
Please.
speaking of that, during the last song break, and then we're going to segue into another one, but a special one for a reason, in just a second. The Queens have just informed me that they are also providing us 10 opening night tickets to our audience. So I want you to know that you can call. I'm going to give you when we come back from this song, I want you to know we're going to be giving you a number to contact to get a hold of us here. I'm going to give you 2 numbers, and you can contact us for those tickets because it's going to be Thursday. At what time, please?
At 8.
Okay, at 8 o'clock in Sarriá, Rakatania Theater. And so we want to thank you because this was news to me. I should have looked at my emails last night, but you know how people roll on a manic Monday. So, but we also, as Queen Isa just mentioned a few minutes ago, this is also a comedy with music. Did Angel also write the music?
No.
Okay. Who is the producer or the creator of the music, please?
Doncs el creador d'aquesta música és el Fèlix Joan, que ha fet una composició molt xula on es reflexa doncs, la història cantada d'una manera molt professional i a més us diré una cosa, el Fèlix Joan, a part de ser un gran professional, doncs té una dilatada experiència, no? De fet, el grup que estava, que es diu
No Way Out.
No Way Out, va estar doncs, a la llista dels 40 principals i ha estat doncs, arran no? En gires, etc. No? Però el que sí que m'agradaria dir és que la banda sonora original de Pijamas Verdes la podeu trobar a Spotify. Així que no us ho podeu perdre doncs, escoltant aquestes peces i sobretot a l'Albeni i a l'Àngel cantant.
Perfect Instagram
I
snippet.
must say, because if not, Angel maybe can... No, I don't think it's going to say anything. But some of the writings he did right next to Felix Joan. Felix Joan is the
so like helping him
composer
with the
and
lyrics.
He helped with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say because maybe he...
Okay, so then you can find the music as well as the soundtrack for Pijamas Verdes by Felix Juan on Spotify. And in fact, we're going to be playing one of those songs right now. And the reason why is because I had to spend last year about 48 hours in the hospital. It was fun. And, and let me just say, whether those pijamas are verdes or a little azul sometimes, that shit is real. And the song that I chose because I went through the soundtrack is 30 horas sin dormir, because that is not a joke. Specifically, more, I'm going to say, even for doctors, the nurses. Madonna,
Yeah,
flipo,
of course,
honestly.
of course.
Yeah.
Because doctors are the kings and queens, yes. But the ones who keep the hospital running are the nurses, yo, and do all of almost everything except the surgeries, really. And even then, no, I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
of
I'm
course,
not
all
kidding.
personal sanitario.
Eitan, and we just want to give a mad shout out and bang those pots in our imaginary minds because that is not a joke. Remember, folks, you can find this soundtrack to Pijamas Verdes right now streaming on Spotify, where good music is streamed. And this is a 2.5-minute ditty by Felix Juan and maybe a line or two of lyric by Angel Gavila también. Pero this is 30 horas sin dormir, and we'll be right back in 2.5 minutes, guys.
All nurses to the nurses station.
Horas sin dormir. No sé cómo resistir. ¿Quién puede vivir así? El tiempo no pasa, las horas se alargan, pacientes que llegan y no quedan camas, la gente se queja, no hay personal que quiera hacer guardias en este hospital. Ancianos con gripe, pasillos repletos, enfermos que gritan perdiendo el respeto, familias que esperan que no vaya mal y a veces se encuentran con un mal final.
Tú que puedes.
El tiempo no pasa, las horas se alargan, pacientes que llegan y no quedan camas, la gente se queja, no hay personal que quiera hacer guardias en este hospital. No sé cómo resistir, pasillos repletos, enfermos que gritan perdiendo el respeto, familias que esperan que no vaya mal y a veces se encuentran con un mal final.
That was 30 horas sin dormir. And I hope they live on croissants because they need them, if that's what you heard coming from the song. And that is one of the many songs that's going to be the Pijamas Verdes, which is again premiering on Thursday. And remember, we have numbers to give you. Excuse me. You can call in right now at 934685555 or send a message to 644-098502. You can also just hit us on everywhere that we can. And we've got 10 tickets plus a guest.
10 double tickets.
10 double.
Madonna, 10 plus 1 guest ticket waiting for you. So do give us a call. We're going to be giving that numbers through every 10 minutes throughout the rest of the show. And I want to get to another question that I have for you, because when you are producing local theater in a town like Barcelona, it's always a labor of effort for everybody involved. It's a labor of love, as we say. So is this the reason why you keep it small? Like, this is not a huge production with lots of cast members. It's the two of you. Does that make the energy flow better in this setting when you're doing a production like this? Out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Well, actually, this is because we are still small.
Hell yeah.
I guess if you grow, the energy, I think it will be
Grows
awesome.
with it as well.
Yeah, it will be
Yeah.
awesome as well. But really, we have a very very good relation.
Exactly.
It's like a small family, and we all want to go to the same, to the same
Direction.
direction. So
Grow, grow, grow. Well, without giving too much away of the plot and the argument of the play, what are we focusing on here specifically? Can we say something about what we're focusing on Pijamas Verdes without giving away too much of the play? Or no?
what do you mean? If we can speak
Talk a little bit about the argument
plot?
plot, but not, we want the people to come and watch it.
Yeah.
So what is the main focus on? Because you said it focused on many topics, but what is Angel's main theme as the character in here? Anybody?
Do you want
Aviam,
to see?
jo crec, o sigui, com a tema principal, a part del que hem comentat ara, que vindria a ser doncs, una mica doncs, aquesta crítica del el sistema sanitari i de més, jo personalment crec que és un nunca es tarde para hacer lo que quieres hacer, no? Como título.
Okay.
Una mica perquè és el que comentava abans la Issa, de l'Àngel, doncs són els 6 anys de carrera universitària i després són 5 anys de residència. I llavors, doncs, són molts anys.
I am being informed by my incredible soundman Santi that Ángel Gavila is calling into. As we speak.
Perfecte. Yeah.
Señor Ángel, are you there online by chance?
Sí, aquí estic. Estava escoltant a l'Albeni, que se sap la meva història perfectament.
Mira nomás. Pues estic flipant també aquí. És que me permits en castellà, sisplau? Or in English. Can I speak to you in English or Spanish by any chance?
Yeah, better in Spanish or Catalan.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Perfecto. ¿Cómo de fácil es para representar este personaje que estás haciendo? Para
A ver,
usted.
Claro, o sea, ¿cómo de fácil? Mira, yo hice, como bien ha dicho Albeni, hice la residencia de cirugía general después de estudiar medicina 6 años, 1 año de NIR, 5 años de residencia.
5.
Y claro, 5 años, sí, de cirugía general y digestiva, allí en el hospital. Y mira, Lucas, lo que viví allí fue tan intenso, fue tan heavy realmente, que me planteé que esto no podía pasar, no podía ser que la gente de a pie que va a consultar al médico o la gente que alguna vez ha ido a urgencias no sepa lo que un residente tiene que vivir para acabar la residencia y ser al final especialista. Fue tan intenso, fue tan duro a la vez y aprendí tanto, no solo a nivel médico, sino sobre mí mismo, que lo quise plasmar y escribir en la obra de Pijamas Verdes. Claro, esto a lo mejor suena un poco mal, pero ¿quién mejor, no, que escriba de algo que la persona que lo ha vivido? Y en este caso he sido yo. Y entonces pues he querido plasmar la mayor parte de Pijamas Verdes es autobiográfica, con historias reales, y quería que la gente lo supiera y transmitir lo que viví en esos 5 años de residencia. Que por desgracia no soy el único que lo vive, ni mucho menos, sino que hay muchísimos residentes que lo están pasando ahora mismo, mientras tú y yo estamos hablando, lo están pasando mal. O sea, seguro que hay alguien que está con un ataque de ansiedad porque las guardias y el sistema sanitario que tenemos aquí nosotros lo mantienen los residentes. Y esto lo quiero decir muy alto, muy claro, porque gracias a ellos, el paciente que viene a las 4 de la mañana se visita y muchas veces, pues gracias a ellos, sobrevive ese paciente. Entonces, Pijamas Verdes es un homenaje también a los residentes.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Te he enredado totalmente. Pero una pregunta más, si me permites, por favor.
Sí, claro, lo que necesites.
¿Cómo vas balanceando este tipo de ansiedad, tu faena, escribiendo un nuevo bebé, tu relación con tu reina? Oh my God, do you take lots of tranquilisim, or whatever it's called, alprozala? ¿Cómo vas balanceando en tu vida? Si me
Los dos mundos, ¿no? Mira, ¿sabes lo que me pasaba, Lucas, al principio? Que yo cuando estaba en el mundo médico, no hacía ninguna referencia al mundo de la interpretación. O sea, no decía a nadie que me encantaba también actuar y demás. Y cuando estaba en el mundo de los actores, no decía a nadie que era médico, cirujano, y no lo llevaba como en secreto, como una doble vida que se lleva, pero de manera un poco absurda también, ¿no? Por mi parte, pero bueno, no me daba como vergüenza estar en un mundo y compartir con otro. Y ¿sabes qué? Que dije una vez, dije un día, se acabó, o sea, voy a abrazar los dos mundos. Yo soy médico, soy cirujano, pero es que también soy actor, es que me siento así, he nacido así y lo abrazo y oye, bienvenido sea y qué bien que se puedan compaginar las cosas. Entonces, a lo que estoy haciendo yo ahora es compaginar, ahora que estrenamos Pijamas Verdes del 25 de mayo al 4 de junio, lo compagino con hacer guardias. Yo me he formado como actor durante 4 años en 2 academias diferentes y los fines de semana hacía guardias, que era lo que me mantenía. Y ahora que he acabado la formación profesional como actor, pues continúo haciendo guardias, pero también, pues estreno Pijamas Verdes y alguna otra obra de teatro también estoy haciendo.
Eso.
Pero ahora yo, Pijamas Verdes es como mi centro ahora mismo, o sea, es
Y tu bebé,
mi
claro.
prioridad.
Y tu bebé, claro.
It's my
Tienes que
baby,
decir,
yeah,
tu
my
mujer
little
está,
baby.
tu mujer está escuchando, es que... No,
No, pero ella lo sabe también.
Oiga,
sí.
esta va sin decir. Oye, señor Gavila, muchísimas gracias por llamarnos hoy, de verdad.
Pues-
Quiero conocerte, si me permites, este fin de después de la obra, si me permites. Oh, wow. Y gracias por llamarnos y por todo lo que estás haciendo y por todos los residentes ahí, en serio, ¿dónde
Pues-
estás? Muchísimas
Pues
gracias. por
qué
eso.
bien, y qué bien que haya medios que se interese por obras de este estilo que, bueno, que tienen una función y la función es a conocer esto, la vida del residente y, bueno, que no haya ningún suicidio más, ninguna depresión más, ninguna enfermedad mental más de los residentes y que la gente lo conozca. Muchas gracias, Lucas, por todo y
No, a ti.
tengo un equipazo que está ahí contigo,
Ah,
que vamos,
yes.
o sea...
Your girls are here. Your girls are here. Oye, muchísimas gracias, de verdad.
Gracias.
Y que tengas un buen día. Have a beautiful
Vale,
day, sir.
igualmente.
Thank
Un
you.
abrazo.
Ciao,
Thank
Rey.
you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye. Bye.
See, that was perfect, people. He actually got to call in between emergencies. And this is what the people are doing, folks. Okay, remember, you can contact us here at rce.cat. You can also contact us at 934685555. You can contact us as well a message at 644-098-502. We've got 10 entrances for you and plus one guest with you as well. So get a hold of us all this week, and we're going to throw on a quick song, and then I want to come back with a couple more questions for the ladies. Anyone who follows us on Instagram knows I have a moment with Susie and the Banshees and Billy Idol. This is a little bit of Susie and the Banshees right now. Kiss Them From Me. We'll just play a few minutes of this because we've got a little more to talk about. We'll be right back on RCE.Cat 106.9.
Glitches
Oh, kiss them for me. And then you can kiss these amazing people on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and next weekend as well, the first weekend of June. At Aquitania Theater in Sarriá. You can get those tickets as well as you can call in at 93468-5555 or send a message to 644098502 to get those 10+1 tickets. We'll also be giving those away that's going to be for the premiere on Thursday as well. So I kind of have people that I want to give them to. But anyway, let's talk about this. So really quickly, we want to talk about as well the directress, Angels Gonzalez. I'm messing that up. Gonzalez? Gonzalez, who is not only an actress, but this is the first production that she's actually directing. Tell me a little bit about her, please, anybody.
Do you want to explain about
Val, sí. Doncs Àngels Gunyalons és la directora de l'escola on ens vam formar l'Àngel i jo, que és l'escola Memory, i allà vam fer la formació professional de teatre musical, que són 3 anys, en aquell moment eren 3 anys, i l'Àngels doncs, és la directora de Memory. I res, i l'Àngel, quan tenia el text escrit, doncs em va comentar: escolta, Albeni, què et sembla si li fem una lectura a l'Àngels? I llavors li vam fer una lectura i li va agradar molt, i va dir: això ho vull dirigir. I clar, i va ser molt fort perquè l'Àngels és una persona amb moltíssima experiència i que porta molts anys trepitjant escenari. Llavors, doncs, és meravellós les idees superràpides que ha tingut en el moment del muntatge i tot plegat. I, bueno, ja estem aprenent molt d'ella, evidentment.
Genial. I love that the snippets are perfect for Instagram. Thank you. Okay, entonces we're going to have to start wrapping up here soon, but where would you like to see in the short term, the future of your acting careers? Where would you like to see that?
Each one of us, you mean?
Yeah, please.
Well, actually, I want to be creative. I mean, I want to be an actress, but I want to also, I also write. And I want to levantar, how to say in English?
I want to lift that up and push that.
I want to push all my projects.
Amen.
And I have a very international vision.
Amen.
I want to make international projects.
But
I really like to start from something local.
And this is the beauty of La
love this.
Entusiasma también. And you can also get that information at La Entusiasma. You can look that up online. You can also find them as well on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beauties of what you're doing right now,
and
launching.
in theater and also in cinema. And we are also, this part is more Judith, who is controlling this part. We are opening an academy, an acting academy. So we want to make a huge project, but we're starting little by little.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Judith, tell us about that really quickly, please.
Bé, doncs, jo crec que fem un tàndem molt bo, la Isa i jo, perquè ella, doncs, tota aquesta part de la productora, com ella ja ha explicat, és la que porta tota aquesta banda. I en part de l'acadèmia, doncs, jo de sempre m'he interessat moltíssim a l'actor doncs, tot el seu procés intern, doncs, com crear personatges, doncs, com tenir aquesta presència escènica d'una manera de veritat, no? De poder-ho mostrar des d'un escenari fins darrere de la càmera o en qualsevol situació. I tot el que té a veure doncs, amb aquest creixement intern de les persones és el que realment em fascina. I d'aquí doncs, neix aquesta idea de crear l'acadèmia. Sobretot una cosa, la Isa i jo també som actrius, com sabeu, i el que ens hem trobat, que ens ha fet falta en aquest camí a nosaltres en primera persona, és el que nosaltres apropem doncs, a aquests nous actors i a aquesta gent curiosa doncs, que li agradaria donar un pas més cap endavant en aquest sentit. No?
We actually want to change a little bit the system, but you can't change the system if you're not inside of it.
In the system, so that's one of the things.
So that's the key point. We want to change
Benny.
things and give other opportunities.
Amen to that. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Doncs jo, aviam, actualment estic molt enfocada a ser i soc actriu, que a vegades costa no dir soc actriu. És com sembla que estàs com en un procés continu i evidentment vas aprenent sempre, però ara ja ho soc professionalment. I jo en un futur, o sigui, vull explorar i explotar molt això, tota aquesta a nivell actriz polifacètica que crec que soc.
I love that
I,
word.
i llavors doncs explotar-ho a tope i intentar arribar doncs, a lo más lejos que pueda.
See, folks, and this is why we do what we do here on the club with Lucas here at RCE 106.9. Remember, folks, we've got tickets for you, 934685555 or 644098502. We will be getting those 10+1 tickets. This opens Thursday at Acatania Theater. Folks, we love you. Girls, thank you for being here today. We're going to wrap it up real quickly because we're going over time. We will see you same bad time and channel. Remember, keep it real, keep it love, keep it distance. There's still COVID. And keep yourself safe. Remember, you are loved, and we'll see you on the flip side. Here's a little bit of Billy Idol. We'll be right back. Ciao, ciao, everybody. See you later.
Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again.